Yo, what's up, PvP Poppers? This is Jordie Pop 83 right here, and we are doing Snorlax by the numbers. That's right, I brought by the numbers back. We had a bunch of wonderful matchup masteries, thanks to my boy L Show the Jason. But you know what? We're gonna get back to the basics. We're gonna get right back into the nitty gritty, and we're gonna rip Snorlax apart. We're gonna say, "Hey Snorlax, what you got? What you gonna bring me? What you gonna do for me in the Ultra League, Go Battle League?" And I'll tell you what, you guys, after playing a year and a half of Great League, I am terrible at Ultra League. Oh, I'm so bad. So bad. So bad. Pretty much because I don't have a lot of the Pokemon that I need, but also because I'm not used to this extra bulk. There is a lot more HP to take care of, a lot more Pokemon to faint, right? So for me, that's been quite the adjustment, to say the least. I have won a couple of matches, but I have lost more than I have won, and my rating has gone down the toilet. I am sure I'm not alone in this. I am sure that I'm not alone in this. So, if you've been through the same thing, don't worry. You're not alone either. So, yeah, we're getting into Snorlax by the numbers. We're going to rip it apart. We're going to figure out exactly what Snorlax is all about. I do have my GoFundMe still going. Thank you to Indigo and to Rocket Claire for contributing, but let's get right into this. Snorlax is a normal type. It's going to be weak to fighting and fighting only. It's going to be resistant to Ghost. That is the key. That is the key to Snorlax. It is immune to Ghost, well, quote unquote immune, but it is double resistant to Ghost. That means it takes only 39.1% of the damage that is put out. And that's awesome, right? So that's where its place in Ultra League comes from. It will be taking neutral damage from everything else. That's what normal is all about, right? It deals neutral damage to mostly everything, and it takes neutral damage from mostly everything, which is nice. It's absolutely nice. But the greatest part about normal type is that it's normally paired with, no pun intended, normally paired with another typing, so it's able to bring its ghost resistance with it. It does bring its fighting resistance with it, but that's the thing. All right, so our fast move will be Lick. Lick is a ghost type move doing 3 damage, 3 energy, and per 1 turn. So it's going to be a fast 1-turn move, and you're going to be doing super effective damage to Ghost and Psychic. So basically, we're worried about Ghost here, right? We got those Giratinas to worry about. They are Ghost Dragons, so they are going to be weak to Ghost, and that's why we're throwing out those Ghost moves, right? And since we're immune to Ghost, right, we're double resistant to Ghost, and we're dealing super effective damage to Ghost. That's really a huge benefit, a huge buff to our Ghost damage output. So we are going to be not very effective against Dark, and Ghost type moves are going to be immune to double resisted by normal. All right, so now our normal type move is going to be Body Slam. Body Slam is not going to have any super effectiveness, but it does have a nice damage to energy ratio. You're going to be doing 60 damage to 35 energy. That is going to be a 1.71 damage per energy. And then, so you're going to be doing not very effective damage to Ghost with the normal type moves. So that's the give and take there. You are going to have that super effective damage and the resistance to Ghost, but both of your charge moves are going to be immune or resistant to Ghost. So as you can see, we're going to have double resistance to Ghost. Ghost is going to be double resistance to us. And then Rock and Steel is also going to have its resistances to normal type moves. Other than that, neutral across the board, which is very, very nice. Body Slam, like I said, is a high damage per energy move, and it, at such a low energy cost, is very nice to have that constant damage coming out. With our fighting type move, Superpower, this is one of those new moves that had the new buffs added. So as you can see, it is a low energy move at a very high damage output. At 85 damage for only 40 energy, that's a 2.21 damage per energy. Anytime you see over 2 damage per energy, or even 2 damage, but Anytime you see over 2 damage per energy, that is going to come with some sort of a debuff. The only acceptance that I can think of is Frenzy Plant. So this is going to be a 100% one-stage debuff to your attack and your defense. Best bet is to charge up to 2 superpowers, throw them back to back, and then switch out and clear that debuff, and then come back in with your Snorlax later and use it for something else. Okay, but you're not going to want to throw those superpowers at a Giratina. You're going to want to throw them at something like a normal type. All right, Straight Lick. Straight Lick is going to be able to look at that Mew. That Mew is so funny. Straight Lick is going to be able to take care of Giratina Origin form and of Mew, and that's it. So you can just straight lick them down, save up that energy for the next Pokemon, since these charge moves are not very effective against the Giratina in specific. And then Mew, you might as well take advantage of the opportunity to store up that energy. Lick, Body Slam, and Superpower is going to be taking care of Giratina Origin, Mew, Latias, Regice, Lugia, Steelix, and Registeel very nicely. Anytime it's a battle rating of 600 or higher, that is going to be something that you're going to be able to handle very nicely, have a nice chunk of health left over, and then you're going to be able to continue on to the next Pokemon. All right, continuing down, we are going to start having closer wins against Kingdra, Blastoise, Latios, Jirachi. Now, you're not going to see all of these coming in. Kingdra would be very fun to bring, if I'm being honest with you here. But Kingdra with that Octazooka move, right? Being able to debuff your opponent 50% of the time is really cool. Okay, so then we got Togekiss, Lapras, Snorlax with Earthquake. So that's the thing about Superpower, is you're able to pick up the mirror match, Armored Mewtwo, Giratina, Cresselia, Gliscor, and now these are getting into the tighter matches where you're going to have very little health left over. So these aren't going to be ones that that you're going to want to switch into per se, but you're going to be able to take care of Melmetal and Clefable as well. All right, now here's your losses. Okay, these are going to be your hard losses: Poliwrath, Meganium, Machamp, Swampert, Virizion. You can see a lot of fighting moves are going to obviously take care of you very nicely. Virizion, Lucario, Typhlosion, Alolan Muck. And then anything that resists your moves are also going to be able to handle you very nicely, right? So you got your Venusaurs, your Charizards, Dragonite. These are going to start to get a little bit less of a hard win and a little bit more of a thing. So you saw Regirock in there, right? All right, here's our by the numbers round. We got a wonderful lead for us. Snorlax into Giratina Altered. As you can see, our Lick is boosted, but both of our other moves are actually two times resisted. So our superpowers are only doing 19 damage. That's rough. And then you see our body slams are only doing 16 damage. See, now I should not have gone for that for superpower here. I do get 2 off and then switch out. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it was all right. We got a shield out of it. I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out Ultra League. Oh, and if any elite battlers are watching and they want me to feature their videos and give it the same by the numbers treatment, that would be amazing. I've got a couple people that have already reached out to me, but I definitely want to get as many trainers as I can to feature different play styles, feature different, just different ways of different Pokemon that they bring in. Just different skill levels. All that stuff, man. It helps. Helps to learn. I got my mom asking me how to send money to my GoFundMe, which is a great transition to check out in the description. My birthday is actually on the weekend of the St. Louis Battle Tower and Safari Zone in St. Louis. So if you want, look it up. And so we're going to do our best to do some chip damage here with these body slams. But as you can see, we're almost dead anyways. We got that last shield out of him though. And in comes the Hydro Cannon to finish us off. And so we're going to bring in our Swampert ourselves. and he's already got enough energy to go ahead and hit that Hydro Cannon for 70 damage here. As you can see, the damage updates as the new Pokemon comes in. So that's another great thing about by the numbers is it really helps you visualize exactly what's happening here. So as you can see, our damage now went down to 46 damage because of Lugia's defense. The defense really does help. All right, so we're going to go into a couple of sims here. I wanted to take a closer look at the Snorlax and Giratina match. Snorlax being normal, Giratina being Ghost and Dragon, as we were talking about earlier. Snorlax is going to be double resistance to Ghost moves, but it's going to be the Giratina here is going to be weak to Ghost moves by single resistance. So we're going to be running Lick, Body Slam, and Superpower versus Giratina with Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw, and Ancient Power. And I want you to see the difference here. A lot of people are running Shadow Claw, but don't be surprised if Dragon Breath Altered Giratina starts to make a showing here, because as you can see, Dragon Breath is going to do a lot better against the normal types that a lot of people are going to be bringing into these Ghost Dragon matches, both Giratinas, as I'm saying. So as you can see here, we are still doing very little damage, 16 damage for Body Slam and only 19 damage for those Superpowers. Superpowers are going to 100% lower your attack and defense by one single stage. So even though you are going to get slightly more DPE out of it, you are going to want to go straight Body Slam here. And as you can see, we are going to be losing with just a... Sorry, I'm trying to see underneath my phone. Just 19 health left on the Giratina Altered. That is within farming range, right? So that is one positive thing that you could think of when you're dealing with this. You could, take it down with the Snorlax, bring in your own Giratina or something else with a Ghost move, say like a Typhlosion with a Shadow Claw would be a very interesting pick, and farm up that little last bit of energy there would put you in a nice position. So these Dragon Claws and those Ancient Powers are going to be doing work against us. So now let's take a look at the Shadow Claw variety, right? So this is going to be our Lick, Body Slam, Superpower versus their Shadow Claw, Dragon Claw, Ancient Power. Okay. In this instance now, we are winning, and we're winning by 21 health, okay? Which is very, very interesting. As you can see there, we're going to end up winning. We're going to have 21 health and 21 energy left, which means that we would definitely be able to get to a Body Slam on the next Pokemon here. But when you switch to Dragon Claw, as you can see, it flips the script. So I definitely think that Dragon Claw Giratina Altered is worth a look. And we are going to be coming at you with some more episodes featuring new trainers, showcasing new playstyles. Please like, comment, subscribe. I come at you every single day with amazing, amazing content. See you on the next one, guys.